It's no surprise that Dr. Stanley Kaplan is a proud Cincinnatian.
Born and raised in Avondale.
So to get the scoop, we went to an expert.
We were neighbors as teenagers.
So tell us all.
We worked each summer, all during high school, and we played a lot of tennis.
There's got to be more than that.
Well, he liked to party, and he did have an eye for the ladies. He was known as Red Kaplan.
Anything else?
He seldom took home a book, and he always had wonderful grades.
Oh, come on now.
No. He was a very regular guy.
So this regular guy graduated from Walnut Hills, got a degree from UC, and then...
I decided to go into pre-med.
And thus began a brilliant career.
Started in internal medicine.
And another field of healing attracted his attention.
Psychiatry at that time was on its ascendancy. So I applied to become a resident.
And the day came when he was asked,
how would you like to be a member of the faculty? I've spent my entire career in the Department of Psychiatry.
There's three areas of general activity in psychiatry. He was admired as a clinician, sought out as an administrator, and has been recognized in the area of research.
But that's not why we're here. What is it that makes Stanley Kaplan so special?
He really puts his focus, attention, and concentration on making our community better.
He's been very good to all the arts in our community.
He donates, he lends leadership, he makes things go.
He and his late wife, Mickey, have done so much for the community.
She was very much a part of Stan's life.
But a sad day came.
I lost Mick about 3 years ago. We had a wonderful life together, and I do miss her.
Stan and Mickey Kaplan made important contributions to the cultural life of our area. Stan himself was often sought out to give advice and guidance.
He's been on the Contemporary Arts Center board, the Playhouse, the Art Museum board, and others.
You name it, he's there.
It's a major factor that CET is prevalent in our community.
And as a board member,
Stan would understand the economics.
He asks very good, penetrating questions.
He doesn't speak frequently. When he does, everybody listens.
And wasn't he instrumental in the Contemporary Arts Center move?
Absolutely. He did get the ball rolling.
Especially in the site selection.
Stan saw that the building on the corner of 6th and Walnut was for sale and said, gee, this really is such an ideal spot for us.
Stan convinced the board, so Chairman Richard Rosenthal put a fundraising campaign in gear.
Stan and I, working together, we got over $10 million from the state and city.
He was totally committed to the project.
Stan was on our architect selection committee and then was working with the construction and the design team.
Donations poured in from many public-spirited contributors.
Rosenthal stepped up magnificently, as did Stan and Mickey.
And many, many others. One in particular.
I gave him a six-figure number. He paused and said, Otto, you can do better than that.
He just kept at it until it became a reality.
Zaha Hadid turned out this really unusual building.
A building that's been internationally acclaimed.
It's an amazing place.
And across the street is a facility that bears the Kaplan name.
It's Jarson Kaplan, a theater. We found out about this in a smaller theater and decided that we would sponsor it.
Mickey Kaplan's maiden name was Jarson. She derived funds from her family's co-owned Pepsi-Cola bottling company.
And I've been fortunate to be able to provide funds from this fine company for many of the arts, so I certainly want to give them all the credit that I can.
Friends and co-workers are well aware there's a family connection.
We've all learned to drink Pepsi-Cola.
But Stan Kaplan does more than just support the arts with money, hard work, and wisdom.
He does beautiful watercolors. He's done some great sculpturing. He's a talented photographer.
We've had a show of his photography.
That photography blew me away.
And he used his camera in a truly artistic, creative manner.
And many of the photographs were sold.
As a benefit for the Fine Arts Fund.
There are other things
that most of us would never think about doing.
He's a world-class poker player.
But ask friends if they'd play with him. Most will say,
oh gosh, no, I wouldn't even think of it.
Stan's interests go from card table to racetrack.
He and his son Steve had several really good horses and the second best filly of 2005.
And he's been a wanderer.
He used to get on his Honda motorcycle and go to Canada and Alaska.
But back to his artistic pursuits.
He reads plays sometime for Ed Stern.
I like to get a psychoanalytic profile of the characters. Of the plays I direct, Stan loved doing this.
And still another love. Who hasn't heard of
The new Jarson Kaplan studios at the Cincinnati Ballet.
Well, now you know why we're here.
All these aspects of Stan really do add up to someone who's
Creative, meaningful person.
A wonderful benefactor,
A very kind man with great care for people and the community.
He's just a remarkable man, a very special man.
Indeed he is. Ladies and gentlemen, great living Cincinnatian, Dr. Stanley M. Kaplan.